what am I seeing right now here at Bitcoin? On the 5 day time frame, which is my favorite time frame actually, because you've got the Gaussian channel, which makes the most sense on the 5 day time frame. You can see that we have lost this gigantic 11-year long supporting trend line. It's been going back all the way. Well, it's, yeah, maybe not 11 years. Maybe I like to draw it from here. So from about 2015 onwards, right through the halvenings of 2016, several bear markets, we've always come down, bounced off it, never once closed a 5 day candle below it. We bounced off it here in 2015. Arguably, we more or less didn't quite reach it here, but yeah, we bounced off it in 2020, and we are on it right now. But the thing is, this time we haven't bounced off it. We've lost it. So first time ever, we've lost a 5 day candle on it. It's pretty bearish. The fact that we've got the stochastic RSI on the 5 day pointing down as well means we'll probably be bottoming, going lower than here. I just don't see this scooping to the upside very easily. But hey, never say never. Um, this 5 day RSI is clearly in a downtrend, which it has been for quite a while. On the short term, you could argue that we are heading up, maybe for a long weekend rally. Uh, yeah, so there could be a short term bounce where we retest this, maybe even fake out, come above it, go as high as 21 ish thousand. But I think that because we've got this signal that it's lost, the likelihood of us now only now getting the power to get above it, um, is very small. Yeah, because really this descending trend line here is going to keep pushing us down, I believe, anyway. So I would probably see that coming back below there again. I don't believe we're done. I just don't believe we're done. Because if you go to the week and look at it on the week, it's more of the same. You could argue that it was completed when we went into the oversold area, and now we are on a rally back to the upside. You might not be far off the mark, but maybe I see us going down and forming a double bottom on this RSI down here, and then after here, maybe then we start to go to the upside on the weekly. So it'll probably more likely do something like this. What is this vertical line? Some of you might be asking, and this is the week that the Fed is going to announce their interest rate hike, which is more likely going to be 75 basis points. But they're also going to announce and re-emphasize their quantitative tightening, that they are planning on doubling. So they're really going to start ramping up the amount of money that they suck out of the economy that started this bull run in the first place. So you could see that from here in March 2020, the bull run kicked off because the Fed announced huge, huge amounts of stimulus that was weakening the US dollar. So, are they going to take all of that money out? No, they're not. They're going to take some of that money out. And when you kind of do the calculations about how much money they're taking out, it returns us to somewhere around here, funnily enough. Because, yeah, I won't go through all of that, but by the time we got to around August last year, August 2020, that's the amount of stimulus that we're going to go back to. And the Fed will kind of call a cap there, I reckon. Which is interesting because there's a whole bunch of confluence here. These these ghost patterns are from previous bear markets, and you can see that worst case scenario, if we did this, we would be all the way down at 12, and then actually go even lower to the 10 to 11k zone. We already have started to invalidate that. by rallying and doing a dead cat bounce here. So I guess this red ghost pattern is, what if there really weren't any dead cat bounces at all and we just kept going lower and lower and lower and then only started to do feeble attempts at dead cat bounces towards the end of the year? Um, yeah, so it doesn't look like this is playing out, but it is on the cards because it's happened before. Imagine living through that. This one, on the other hand, is another ghost pattern that shows again that we do the dead cat bounce. We come down and capitulate and put in a lower bottom, and it's again right in the middle of this zone, 17 to 14k, and then we don't actually have a bull market for pretty much a while. So, the amount of time that you'll get to enter crypto and start to DCA in will get pretty much go through, all the way through Q1 of 2023, maybe all the way through to May. And then when the Fed actually announces that they're pivoting, which might be there at 1st of May 2023, then you'll start to see a bull market, which looks like an impressive bull market. Let's have a look at the measured move here from roughly this zone to here. It's a good 210% upswing. But then even there, there'll be no new all-time highs. You'll get to about 50, 55k. This is if we do what we did before. And then, there'll be a huge capitulation back down to 34. And so it's going to be very volatile as always. Hey, that's crypto. But, this will continue to go up until we've recaptured this trend line. So as you can see, pasting this ghost pattern along here, we retest the trend line and fail. We retest the trend line and fail. We retest, two more, three more, four more fails. And then only in about 2025, way after the March 2024 halvening, then we bust through and retake that trend line, come back down, test it as support, it holds, and then we're off to the races. And only then are we going parabolic? But hey, by that time we're already above 100,000. So, I would say that times are looking pretty good in the future for the next few years, but there's still a fair amount of pain to go. But look, if you're looking back on this now as a long-term investor, saying, "Shit, do I hold? Do I buy?" It really does not matter if you buy today or if you wait to buy down here. Because if you buy today, and even if we get just back up to here and no further, that's 182% to the upside. And then if you buy down here instead, that is 265% to the upside. So not nothing, but either way you're going to be winning. Then if you look at this from where we're going to be in 2025, which sounds like a long time away, but it's only 2 years, two and a bit years. We will be from, if you buy today, then and let's say we put it here, that's 880% for the upswing in 2 years, two and a bit years, 880%. Whereas if you buy down here at the predicted capitulation zone, that is 1200%. I would not be mad at myself if I got 880%. Would you? So DCA in, hold this level, and I think it'll be happy days in the long run.